Hi, Tina. How are you?
Hey Gretel, good. Thanks for meeting out with me.
No, thank you. Thank you for meeting with me. Tell me, how did it go with David? I would like to hear about that conversation and how is everything going with him? How are things advancing?
David, actually, I met with him it was like 2 days ago. It was actually virtually, of course, and it went very well. We just had a very informal conversation, and I asked him how's the first project going, which is your icebreaker, and I asked him if he had a chance to go into pathways and go into selecting his first path, and he seemed like he's able to navigate that pretty well. But the few things that he did come across a little bit, just wondering or asking for guidance, was number
Mhm.
one was, you know, how do I make sure I stay on track of my icebreaker? I mean, what are things that I need to watch out on when it comes to delivering my icebreaker, and whether I think a thing is what should I include in my icebreaker? And he already had actually quite a few. He actually did prepare once. He did a warm up speech. He did a
Great.
kind of a informal like practice of his own self with by himself, and then he told me that the timing was fine. He was able to meet the appropriate time, which is 5 minutes, and that's the overall icebreaker time you should only
Hmm.
have to deliver your icebreaker. The only thing I think that I was only concerned was, or maybe I did not. He did ask me a question. I did give him an answer, but I think I could have done a little better. Was uh, the approach of capturing the audience. Like I did give him some tips, like just icebreaker of like your background, who you are,
Hmm.
and what are your interests, what are your passions, who makes David. Like these are some things I kind of share about. But yeah, so how would you go about, like, what are some approaches as an icebreaker should make? I think I did okay, but I just want to get some feedback from you.
Well, that's great, Tina. I'm glad that everyone is advancing, that he is tracking his progress, that you talked. That means that we're on a good spot. And thank you for just talking to him and guiding him. It's
Mhm.
great that you are already using pathways because that's one of the things that I remember that he wanted to start and to get some more knowledge on. So that is great. Well, you're right about icebreakers. Just a way to meet the new person to the club, and it's a more relaxed way of speech. And yes, 4 to 6 minutes is usually the time for an icebreaker. And I think you did great guiding him. One of the things that I would probably mention is to arrive early so he can get used to the how the platform works and make sure that he can share the screen, etc. Just get familiar with it. And you're right. I mean, he can just share about who he is. Nobody knows more than he does.
Mhm.
And I'm sure with all the stories that David has, it's going to be an amazing icebreaker.
Mhm.
And but yes, that's pretty much what I would say. The another thing is that you can offer for him to record him if he would like to receive that,
Mhm.
because it's great that we receive the feedback from our evaluators, but that's a perspective, that's one person's perspective, and it's very valuable and useful. But when you see yourself, then you're the best judge of yourself, and maybe if he agrees, he could use that. So that's something that I would offer to him. You could do it, and if he agrees, we can talk to the person that is going to be the host of the meeting.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
yes,
Thank you. I
sounds like,
appreciate that.
no, you're
You know,
welcome.
as you were talking, I was just thinking of another point, was feedback. And I think on the evaluation form, he is going to get feedback. He's going to get feedback from, I guess, whoever his evaluator is will give him feedback, and that's going to allow him to also look at areas that he can improve on. Oh, I think one more thing, thank goodness, I think you remind me, is that he needs to go online on pathways. I'll show him on that, how to do a first he needs to do his first own self evaluation
Hmm.
before his speech, and then he needs to do another evaluation but after his speech, self
Yes.
evaluation, that is.
That is a great point. I would remind him as well that it's very useful if you can have a folder, a specific place where you save all the evaluation forms,
Mm,
and not only the Pathways website, which is great, but to have it on your personal laptop or anywhere, and that way he has like an easier access to all these resources, and it's great and easy to access. So that's just
yeah,
something that you can remind him.
that's a great one. Great tip. I'll do that. I'll
Yeah.
do
So
that.
how do you feel that that the mentorship is going for you and him?
I think it's going well. This is a relatively new, I guess, kind of initiative for us, but I think it's going well. I think we're getting the good start, and I think it's going to build up better, a support system for our club, and it's going to impact our members in a positive way. So
Yes, I bet. I'm pretty sure it will impact them in a great way. And something that shows that it is working in this is that he is presenting his icebreaker. He's working on his development. He's talking to you, creating relationships, analyzing what can I do better, and all that thought process is just going to help him to get to be a better public speaker, a better leader, a better professional. So that's amazing. Thank you for being supportive, for answering all his questions. If
yeah,
you have any other question, just please let me know. But it sounds like you're doing an amazing job, just encouraging him to continue working.
thank you, and that's what makes a good club is encouragement. So thank you.
You're very welcome. You're doing a great job, Tina.
Thanks. All right. Well, I'll talk to you later on. Most likely our meeting coming up. So our
Yes,
Toastmasters Club meeting.
I look forward to just listening to that icebreaker, and then get to hear from you afterwards to see all the feedback and how he felt about it.
Yep, we'll do. We'll do.
Okay.
All
Well, stay
right.
stay in touch. Take care, Tina.
Bye.
Bye bye.